Inspire, motivate, challenge.
Okay, now you mentioned Moxie.
Yes.
So just tell us about Moxie. How did that start?
Okay, Moxie is
Moxie
another crazy project, which was born out of an inner conviction.
Reports reaching our studios reveal that Moxie, the long-awaited premium range of children medicines, is now available in Nigeria.
When I was leaving Pfizer, Moxie was never. I never planned to. If I was going to own any product line, it would have been herbal products, which may still come anyway, because that's another gold mine that is yet to be tapped in this part of the world. So why did we start Moxie? I was part of. There was this tension between community pharmacists, wholesale and retail, and NAFDAC some 3 odd years ago. It's an ongoing battle, and it's about imported products. Don't stock this, don't stock that, don't stock imported OTC, this. And it was largely born out of, if you ask me, insincerity largely, and hypocrisy. Because these people who are making noise are the ones using the products. You know, it got so bad that there are times in the room, and it was so externally and even internally, because the retail pharmacists were not, even the retailer was not agreeing with the wholesaler. The two of them were not agreeing with the local manufacturer. The local manufacturer is the same person that's also bringing in his own imported product. So there was a lot of mess around, and nobody was ready to speak the truth to themselves. And so working with a few stakeholders, Nemit, New Heights, a few people, and I was invited like a neutral party to put it together, and then I invited I remember them inviting Abimbola back, and so let's have a meet, let's have a discussion around these issues. What exactly are we talking about? Nigeria, to a large extent, will never be able to produce all the medicines it will consume. Never. No country does it. You import, but let there be a guideline to the importation. There are some things we should not be importing. There are some things we should plan to stop importing. There are some things we will never be able to produce, so we must import to the rest of our lives. How do we now become a net exporter also? So those were the discussions. So it was clear that some things needed to stop. Some things, some high-level biologics will never be able to produce. So how do we then make it available in a timely manner, such that bureaucracy does not affect? So we had this meeting then, in Sheraton, driven by ACPN, because that's the platform that the pharmacists ride on, NAFDAC, and we had a very constructive engagement. And some of the products that were not, that we didn't have any business importing anymore, were, even though they were banned, NAFDAC had this list of banned, not the latest list, the first list of banned products. They were banned, and so even though the quantity that was imported was insignificant, considering the universe of product consumed in Nigeria, but the manufacturers were still insisting that it's that insignificant amount that's not making them sell. Some things are just worth laughing over. But realistically, we agreed that there is no basis for importing paracetamol suspension, all those OTCs. We should be able to produce them locally. Indeed, we are producing, but we're not producing global quality that some people wanted. And so I then sat down and said, look, what is it, Ghana, that we are killing ourselves over? What is in, I mentioned, what is in Calpol? What is in Calprofen? What is in Advil? What's all that we cannot do locally? What are they doing that we can't do? And so we sat down, we did some data analysis, real life data, and we saw that, okay, so two of the most frequently prescribed medicines at OTC level was Paracetamol Vitamin C. And we said, okay, we'll pick those two. We will build world-class brands out of them. Everything the global brand has, we will have. and we'll do it 100% locally to prove a point. So Moxie was an Aluta attempt to call people's consciousness to what we can do locally. And I'm very happy with the result we've gotten so far. Because hey, locally, who produces? Even when I mention the company, they say, hey, which company is that? I said, that's the real thing I want you to, that's the real response I want from you. And so we pick the products. What's in the products? What they're active, whatever. He said, fine, we'll tackle that. And I can tell you for free, our vitamin C is from Europe. It's the company we buy from is a spin-off. It's I can give the names for free. You can't buy it. It's too expensive. I remember the name of it. It's a spin-off of a Roche company.
Yeah.
You know. I'll try and remember the name before I finish. You know, so.
Roche invented vitamin C.
Thank you. Yeah. So it is that company. So Roche invented vitamin C. So that is that company that invented vitamin C. That is our vitamin C. You know. Now, to lay credence to what I'm saying, I was in a meeting last year, ACP, and one of the manufacturers was saying that, look, pharmacists, we need to start telling ourselves the truth, that the price of vitamin C per kg moved from 1,000 to 4,000, and people's prices have not increased. That what are people doing, blah, blah, blah. I said that at the time he was talking of 1,000, we were buying our vitamin C for 17,000 naira per kg. So when you say Moxie is expensive, I don't have any apologies. We know what is inside each of those bottles. Our flavors are not from Asia. Our flavors are from Europe. Do you understand? So that's why the tastes of both the two medicines we have in the market now are second to none. So the medicine itself you are taking is global quality. That we are sure of. Then the next thing is the packaging. Our package was designed in this office locally to show you that Nigerian designers too can come up with global, because people just come and without touching the quality of the packaging material, they say, oh, it looks imported. That is a perception thing. Yeah. And we did that locally. Now we say, what else do these products have? A child resistant cap, no problem. We are using child resistant cap for our products. A cap or syringe, we are using syringe for what else? So tell me, what else are you looking for? And so that is the driving force between the Moxie. It's a movement, the Moxie movement. And I'm happy right now because a number of young organizations have come to us and say, look, who does this for you? We want to do the same locally. And if those things come to pass, then we would have done our work, which is to agitate the local system. So guys, wake up. There's so much we can do. And so in the pipeline now, we have about 3-4 products coming up in the next 1 or 2 years. We've commissioned a number of them, you know, to start. Because just look at the echoes and you're wondering, why does this thing not exist? And you find out that just because nobody has thought about it, you know. So Moxie Paracetamol, Moxie Vitamin C, are we doing mad volumes? Of course not. Not like our senior brothers in the industry. We have left it for them. But we tell people that when you want paracetamol that works like this, then you go for Moxie. The taste is out of, I mean, if you allow me to promote Moxie, I will leave this place, you know. And same thing with our vitamin C. You know, even though it's not a bragging right, those two are the most expensive in their categories. The next most expensive to them, paracetamol vitamin C, is like half the price. But then the market is still buying. Remember what I told you when I was working in Reels? I said, look, I was going to sell premium products. Premium is actually with quality. You understand? So there are those, and we believe that in these 200 million people, there's still that 1%, which is 2 million, that are looking for quality. Let us target those 1 million. And the market has responded very positively to our inroad. A number of people have also tried to follow suit, but most people try to copy the end. They don't start from the beginning, you know, and they are running into murky waters, you know. So before the end of 2022, we're hopeful that one of our next brands will be launched, and then in 2023, by God's grace, maybe the remaining 3 that we have for now will come into the mix, you know. And it's all the same underlying message: top quality, brilliant packaging, and the rest. Yeah.
Okay, I mean, this doesn't have to go into it, but I'm just curious. So who's doing your manufacturing?
Okay, so I can give you all the information free of charge. The manufacturing company is Oakfaith.
Okay.
Oakfaith Pharmaceuticals, yes. They're the ones who manufacture. We produce our packages locally. From Romarong, from Songhai. You know, they produce. The interesting thing, somebody came to my office and was asking about packaging. They wanted to use our packaging. I said, interestingly, these guys produce for many pharmaceutical companies. They said, but why is it? I said, I don't know why. Why are they all not like your own? I said, I don't know. But it is the same grammage, the same thing. It's what you give them that they produce for you.
Yeah, specific.
You know, yeah, specific. So our specs are there. Our bottle. Someone was saying, this is your bottle. I said, look, our bottle are the same PET bottle, amber bottle, but pick our bottle and any other pharma. You see there's a difference. It is more expensive. You know, so we need to. So when you say Moxie is expensive, we are saying look at the investments we have put in there. You know, so that we are sure that whatever you get eventually, you can go and sleep with it.
Okay, so final question.
Yes, sir.
Is Moxie the first premium locally produced paracetamol brand? First premium.
Paracetamol, homegrown, yes.
How do you mean homegrown?
Calpol was produced locally before.
No, but is it Calpol wasn't premium now?
Calpol is Baba.
Locally produced Calpol.
Yeah, so locally produced Calpol was the most expensive. Was premium, yes.
Anyway,
Okay, so let me explain. If I could have pulled up my laptop, we did the price comparison.
Okay.
At the time we were coming in, so locally produced Calpol then was 400 and something naira.
Okay.
60 mil. No. Sorry. Was 200 and something naira. 60 mil. Most of the generics were like 120, 130, 150-ish. Suspension, no. Syrup 60 mil was somewhere selling less than 100 naira. Somewhere early hundreds. Suspension was late hundreds for generic companies. Calpol was in the 200, late 200s. I think Moxie, so Moxie is the only 100 mil paracetamol.
Okay.
Every other person 60 mil. But then when we even then did the markup to 100 mil for all of them, the generic suspensions, not syrups now came to about 200 and something. Calpol came to 400 and something, and then we were slightly higher than Calpol.
Okay.
It was some wholesalers still don't understand, you know, wait till you chop that you are pricing at that level. And I'm like, look, it's not for everybody. Yeah, so yes, Calpol local was premium, price-wise was premium versus every other thing in the market. But we just chop extra liver and say, you know what, we are the premiumists, you know. And the children still thank us tomorrow for it.
All right.
It's a crazy marketing experiment, but hey, it's we are enjoying ourselves. It's not for the money; it's just to prove a point.
So how much is Calpol?
Today,
How much is Moxie? Sorry.
today Moxie paracetamol, a retailer buys it for 750, and a retailer buys our vitamin C for 650.
Okay.
Others are selling for 200 and something, 300 and something. But I usually like to benchmark. I say our classmates.
Okay.
Which is the Calpol imported, which NAFDAC must not catch you selling, is 4,000 plus, and the rest of the, yes. So compared to our classmates, we are very cheap. Yeah, but compared to the other people in the class, well, the choice is yours.
Relative.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Shido.
You're welcome. It's nice being ordained a health soldier, a healthcare soldier. Yeah.